Well, hello there, Flo. Hello, hello. Today, we're going to be doing some gel printing. Maybe we'll do another journal page. Gotta find some colors. What color would you like me to use today, Flo? Since you're the first one in, give me a focus color. I had a hard time getting up this morning. So while I'm waiting for a couple more people to jump on, I'm actually snacking on breakfast. Something bright. Ugh, Flo, bright. I don't know about that. Bright. I have yellow. Ugh, I got yellow. What was that? Yellow. Hi, Allison. I assume you're talking about this one. It is an art foamy stamp designed by Julie Fayfan Balzer. And that's kind of what made me pull some of my foam stamps out, is because Art Foamies just reopened. They used to be in Canada, I believe, and now the owner of Rubber Moon Stamping Stamps bought Art Foamies and brought them here to the U.S. And so this might not be up there yet because they're only putting the stamps in their shop that they have officially moved over. They're still trying to move over a lot of the stamps, and Julie Fayfan Balzer has a lot of Art Foamies. And so you might have to just keep checking back with them if this isn't up there, but that's where it's from, Art Foamies. This is Art Foamies. This one, these four are Art Foamies. And I can't remember the name of the designer for these three, but I think they're all by the same person. But I know they used to, on the old Art Foamies website, they used to be categorized by type. So if you look up Flora, I think these will be under there. Now you coming in under another name, Mr. Jimerson. Breakfast is a buttered bagel, a thin bagel, and some bacon. Let's see. I brought these colors over yesterday, Flo, so you might be reading my mind. And this one I brought over yesterday, the pink, what's that, pink blush? I didn't shoot you down, Flo. I'm just looking. I'm looking. Give me a second. I'm trying to find, I don't have all my colors here, so I'm trying to find bright colors. I do have some pastels from Dina Wakley's line. Carnation. Olive's kind of bright, right? Sand is more of like a gray. These are all really, really light though. Apricot, Mineral, which kind of has a blue tint to it. Oh, what's this one? Heather, which looks a little purplish. Yeah, all these are pastels. Okay. Pull those, leave those out because her colors go with each other, of course. You like these three? Okay. Yeah, Allison, definitely give Art Foamies a look. Bookmark them over the next few months. Probably they'll still be adding old and new designs back up, and I absolutely love Art Foamy stamps. This one, and I didn't bring over the other one. This one is by Kat Kerr, and it's made and sold by Joggles, but she designed this one, and I think it's called Reinforcement. So you have that sheet of those reinforcement circles that you use to put on papers when you put them in binders. So that's what these are supposed to be, like distressed reinforcements. And then this one is a stamp I got from Hobby Lobby on clearance for 88 cents. And I love it. Some of the pieces broke off, I think, and that's why it was on clearance, because it was defective. And this is one I cut with my silhouette. It's a silhouette design that was actually one-sided, and I flipped it and welded it together to make this whole piece. And then I just cut it out of craft foam. This is 2mm craft foam on top and 6mm craft foam on the bottom. This is also a silhouette design. It came like this with the 4 kind of medallion type pieces. And again, 2 inches on the top and 6 on the bottom. And this is actually the leftovers that came out of this stamp. So I've cut this stamp plenty of times. So I think the last time I cut it, I took the leftovers and stuck them together in a pattern. Darlene, did I say hi to you already? Hi, Darlene. And this one I think I got from Hobby Lobby. It was on clearance. I think it might have come in a pack. I couldn't find the other succulent, but haven't used it yet. So I figured give it a try. Maybe make a cute little postcard or something. I see a lot of people on social media now, because we're all shut in. Everyone's kind of like making little postcards to send to all their family, friends, and even random people off of social media. Just try to keep the communication lines open and the bonds tight. Let's see, I got lemon yellow here, pale green. I can't do hot pink. It just can't flow. Sorry. Oh, this is supposed to be peach red. I might have to look and see what that looks like. Mid yellow. Viridian green. That looks dark. What color is this? Light apricot. Do that one. That might be pretty. Rose. Usually it doesn't say Quinn Rose, but that might be lighter than it looks in the tube. Sky blue. That might be nice. Okay. Got those. Once again, my handy dandy cases. I like to keep my paints, some of my paints in. Let's move some of this paper. So how's everyone doing today? trying to get this a little bigger. Let's go full screen. I am the container queen. I love containers. Oh, that hurt. Oh. I am the container queen. Okay. Oh, one last thing. I need stencils. So if we go with these, that's what, red. These can kind of be together, and this is kind of a complementary red and green. Let's see. We'll just play with the colors first, and then we'll see what works. And then we'll try to build a little one pull thingy there. Let's get some copy paper. You gotta get your Lifetime movies in, huh, Flo? Move over a little bit here. Make sure I'm in frame here. Okay, let's see. These colors might be so light that you guys might not be able to see them very well. But we'll see what we can do here. What's on the other side here? It's blue, so let me clean this off real quick. Whatever this is on here. Okay. That doesn't really want to come up. I think that was from, where was this pulled from? This doesn't even look. I think this is from the last gel printing session I did live, so I haven't pulled my plates out in a while. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Wendy. How are you doing? Thanks for joining me. Just getting ready to get started on printing some stuff in nice spring pastels. That's good enough. Okay, let's see. We've got carnation, apricot, sand, heather, mineral. Well, since you liked these first, well, let's put these down here. We'll do... Ooh! Whoa, that didn't want to open. I have paint all over the top. Okay. This is Naples yellow, I believe. Yep. Oh, I need this to wipe my brayer on. Move my water over. Never seem to have enough surface space here. Okay. So we're doing Naples yellow, which is actually, I'm not a yellow person, but Naples yellow and yellow ochre are probably my favorite yellows. And I just recently started loving Naples yellow after using it with the purple in... Was that a live stream I did that in? And I was working with a color palette, and that's why I ended up using the two together. It wasn't something I thought of on my own. So this is Naples yellow. Write that down. Because I have a bad memory, and I will forget what these colors are. Okay. And then, let's see, what was the other one? This one, green gray, another one I absolutely love. I love anything that's muted with, like, and turn into a gray, like neutralize a little bit. So blue gray, green gray. I think I've even seen purple gray, which I might actually have, just not here. But just muted tones, soft muted tones, I just love. Uh-oh. Moving too much here. Picking that up. So this is the green gray, gorgeous. So yes, those two look very nice together. Green gray, Naples yellow, and what was the other one? Oh, I actually thought I was bringing over portrait pink. This might be a little pinker than I was anticipating, but we'll take a look at it. Today is cloudy, so we don't have to worry about me forgetting the sun's in your way. It's a perfect day for doing something like this. Get the nice natural light so you guys can see the true colors and the sun's not in your face. No one doubted you, Flo. No one doubted you at all. Not at all. Ooh, my first like. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Or whoever gave me a like. Thanks for the like. For the love. Okay, and then this pink blush. This is actually a brand, De La Rowney. I don't even think they make the System 3 paints anymore. I haven't seen them anywhere. I got a bunch of these from Tuesday Morning, for it says $2.30 on here. But they're really nice paints. I don't know why they stopped making them. So I picked up a majority of them. De La Rowney. This is Liquitex. And this is Master's Touch. Those are pretty colors. Maybe I should have pulled out the little plate to make these swatches. Oh, but oh well. Let's see. Of course, we're going to have to add some metallic with this. Got some. I've been in love with Golden's bronze, but this is Artist Loft, so let's see what this looks like. Because Golden is expensive, and I don't mind playing around with it, but can't get too out of control with it. Those tubes are like, I don't know, $15 a pop for the larger one, for the medium sized one. Gotta take it easy. Thank you, Flo. Thank you for your wisdom, for guiding us in the right direction. I would be nowhere without you. It's been, what? How many years? 99? What year is this? I don't even know what year it is anymore. This, all that's going on, I'm good to remember my name right now. Here in the Twilight Zone. This bronze is nice. Brought that on there. This was Artist Loft. Artist Loft bronze. Ooh. So I like to get, when I build a palette or use a palette, I like the palette to have at least 5 colors. It's not necessarily on my prints I'm going to put all the colors on one print, but just to make sure that every print I'm pulling is kind of like cohesive. I like to work with the same colors. So it might be one print may only have yellow and the blush pink and bronze, and then the next print might have these 3, and then one may only have this, but in the end they'll all go together. 20 plus years. That's a long time to be blessed with your presence, Flo. Let's see, what other color are we going to pick, guys? We got these 4. I always like to have a metallic. I like to have a dark color, which I end up always going with Payne's Gray. But there might be something else we might like to use. Oh, we still got to test these. Maybe none of these are dark. Purple might work. Maybe we pull in a purple because purple will go with the pink. Purple go with the green, and I know it goes with that yellow. Because this rose, let's just pull the rose just in case, just to see what it looks like. Gel Press was so gracious enough to give me a whole set of plates. So now I have pretty much doubles of everything because I've been in love with Gel Press since the beginning. And so that worked out great because I keep one set of plates in my art studio, aka my mom's house, a room in my mom's house, and then I keep another set here. Just gonna put this on a acrylic block. I just don't, if you're using the gel plates as a stamp, you like to have them unmounted, but I don't do that often. And then still, it's easy to just take them off the mount. Yeah, I think purple's gonna look good on here. We'll just do this, a little bit of this. Changing from plate sizes, you kind of have to watch how much paint you use. Going from a big plate and then you pull out a small plate and you put the same amount of paint and you're just like, oh, I just wasted all that paint. So this purple looks light. Well, it is light, but once you start layering it, like when you layer it with yellow, it darkens. But I also have this other purple that I absolutely love, but it's super dark, Purple Matter. For those of you who have seen me print with purple, you know I always pull that one out because I absolutely love it. So this one's the Liquitex Deep Violets. And then let's take a look at this. Can you guys see these? I'll leave these up here so we can kind of keep an eye on how these colors are looking together. Hey Pam, hey Rachel. This is Rose. That might not be quite enough. Thanks for the likes. Ooh, wow. What's going on here? That just totally disappeared and off the plate. Ooh, it's like water. This tube might not be mixed up. The pigment and the binder might be separating. I'll print it anyway. And since it's a new plate, I won't totally blame it on the paint. Plate just needs to get conditioned a bit. Put in a little work. This is a pretty color though. It's a pretty color. Just gotta get either it or the plate working right here. Maybe I'll massage the tube a little bit. So this is Rose by Arteza. Hey Rachel, just finding a little color palette, and then we're gonna go ahead and make some prints. I actually kind of like how that rose looks with all of these. Might be a little unpredictable right now, but once the plate gets nice and worked over, it might be okay. Or we can try a little peach. We'll try the peach, and we won't do the purple matter. I said surface space. I'm losing surface space. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking the rose too. I think we'll try the Sedona by Dina and the light peach, and then we'll go from there. Test 2 more colors and figure it out. Solidify our palette. Actually, I don't know why I pulled this Sedona out, unless they've changed the formula. This color is very hard for me to pull. In the past, it has been. But we'll see. It's a gorgeous color. So I'm always going back to it, but like I said, in the past, it's been kind of hard for me to pull off of a plate. Swatching, yep, it's Rachel swatching the colors for the palette that we're going to go with today. So you see this color? It's an absolutely gorgeous color. I love it, love it, love it. This one, definitely should have done these swatches on the smaller plate. But anyway. So this is Dina Wakley's Sedona. It's kind of like an orange-red, red-orange. Ronnie, hey! Hey, Ronnie! Glad you could make it. Okay, looks like everyone's kind of, oh yeah, this light pink's too light. We got enough light colors, but I'll pull it anyway, since it's on the plates. This light peach makes me think of my grandmother. She loved peach, a light peach like this. Her whole house was painted light peach. That didn't all pull out very well. I have have to pull that again. But that's good enough just to see. I wasn't going to use it anyway. Light Peach by Arteza. Okay. So I'm going to pull this one little bit off of here. And put it on a picture paper. Dryer. Sedona and cheddar. I didn't swatch the cheddar, but you want to see the cheddar in action with the rest of these? The dark purple, Rachel, the dark purple from Blick is called Purple Matter. And it is absolutely my favorite purple. It's so dark and just rich. And I'll pull it for you just so you can see it. I will pull dark matter as many times as it takes to get everyone to love it. All right, so we're Team Sedona. So even though we love you, Deep Violet, because you go very nicely with Naples Yellow, you have been nixed. Just pulling that. Look how that looks. That's the light peach and unbleached titanium. Look how that mixes together. That is really pretty. Or is it just me? Okay. I have too many plates without their covers on them. They're all sticking together. Okay, there's that. That's that. I'm going to pull the Purple Matter for you. Yeah, I love Blick's matte paints. They have a lot of neutrals and just some really nice convenience colors. Mixes that you could get, you know, if you have the right colors, but God, I hate mixing paint. So convenience colors are just what I do. Oh geez, that just went off. Almost fell off the table. Okay. Because the Purple Matter could still be even darker, because this is kind of like a mid color. Some of these are really light, and this is like a mid color, and we still could go even darker. So we still have a chance for Purple Matter to make it in here, and Payne's Gray is probably in there no matter what. That's my go-to color. That's my black. I don't usually print with jet black or, well, any black. You see that Purple Matter? And it goes great with this. Look at that. I love that. Okay, so this one is light peach and by Arteza. And unbleached titanium. By Artist Loft. Oh, the cheddar and Sedona. Okay. This is purple. Spell it right, Jackie. My brain had already moved on to the next word. I'm putting letters that don't belong there. By Blick. Purple Matter by Blick. Gosh, this is really a nice combo. And then add in there a bronze. Not this bronze by Artist Loft is a little. It's hard to say without having the other bronze with it, but maybe a little more yellow or gold. Gold would probably go nice, but a gold that's not so yellow. I don't like yellow golds and too much. Yeah, Ronnie, this purple is what's it. Okay, let me cut this off of here just so we can get a good look at where we're going. So we have Sedona. I have a basket for prints to go in. I just had to figure out where I put it. Sedona. Even though we love the rose, I think it's a little too cool for where we're trying to go. This is a nice warm color compared to what we're working with. This possibly going on here. And just so you can see it, because everyone might not be familiar with Payne's Gray. Okay. Payne's Gray. And I don't think I have another dark color besides Purple Matter and Payne's Gray. So I think we would have to choose, unless I choose a dark metallic, another dark metallic. So I do have some. I have some browns in here, like a metallic chocolate brown. Sahara. Is this Sahara Gold? Which is a favorite of mine. I think that's it. I guess I could look in here for a burnt sienna. It's a burnt sienna. If we want to keep going warm, we can just use browns. What did you add to the cart? Your Blick cart, Rachel? The Purple Matter? Burnt sienna. Burnt sienna. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Still going here. Still going. Crusties. Nope, don't think I want burnt sienna. But since it's on here, you know, different brands, colors look different. They have different formulas, and I've never used Arteza's burnt sienna. That looks a little more, looks lighter. I don't know what I'm saying. There wasn't enough on there anyway for us to really tell. Okay. So now I gotta try to get this color off of here. Wasn't dry, so now it's mixing with the unbleached titanium. So that's a no-go. Purple's not happening. Let's see, where are we now? We got our greens. Everything that we're doing is over there. At the very least, we'll do. Ooh, that was wet. That's not quite a color mix I was going for. Payne's Gray. That's a Blick Payne's Gray, but I do have Liquitex Basic also. Any brand I see Payne's Gray and I grab it, and I think Liquitex had a lot of their Liquitex Basics on clearance. I know you remember that, Rachel, because I think you grabbed a bunch of colors from them also at Michael's. So I do have a lot of Liquitex Basic Payne's Gray, but this one's Blick. Like Blick, even though this is a good quality paint, it's at a really good price. And then, it's not one of those major brands, and it's the store brand, so you'll often find it on sale. So you can get, it can sometimes cost less than Artist Loft and Master's Touch, which are two that I often use. And Master's Touch is Hobby Lobby's store brand. So every other week, those paints are 50% off. So they do have a website. So, if you have to stock up on some paint, I would recommend Master's Touch from Hobby Lobby. I swatched the Payne's Gray already. We're going to do... I love Payne's Gray, but that might be a little too much. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that Payne's Gray might be throwing it off a bit? The Purple Matter, will that be our dark color? How does everyone feel about that? Payne's Gray by Blick. It's a staple for me, but I don't think that's going to go for us today. I don't think Payne's Gray is really what's in the cards right now. I'm loving this. Oh, the Artezas are always blotchy, Rachel? Yeah, I haven't used them much, so I didn't really know what to expect. So I think it might be they're just too watery, so they have to be built up with other colors. That's not cool. But, just one more, guys. Just one more. I just want you to, even though I think we have it. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors. That's a good number. Oh, and then we kind of have unbleached titanium also, because I'll be pulling with that in the background more than likely. So we do have 7 colors. These metallics by Folk Arts, they're brown metallics. The Sahara Gold is a favorite. The chocolate brown, love it. Just a nice shimmery neutral. Beautiful brown. This is Sahara Gold. Which would be more on the lighter side, adding to the light colors, more of like a highlight. And multiple bottles of both of these colors. Okay, so we're going to leave the paint spray off. Got these. And then we just need to decide on whether or not we might want to add one of these browns in there. Maybe with the bronze or in lieu of the bronze. I didn't realize how close those were together in color. Chocolate brown and Sahara Gold. And then you have bronze. And then we're going to get to printing. Okay. So here we go, guys. These are in there. These 5 is what's happening. These, I'm kind of like, I love bronze, but I'm kind of leaning towards one of these browns. You guys think about the browns instead of the bronze? Or we still want to keep the bronze? Let me hear your thoughts. I'll grab my stencils here. And might do some resisting here. So I'll grab some magazine. Magazines. Got some magazines here. do you guys think? The brown or... So here I go, chocolate brown or bronze. Just cutting some more paper here so I don't use all my heavy paper. That should be enough. All right. So, leave these up here. And we'll do that. Well, they're just metallics. We don't have to commit to them. But I'm happy with these. Okay. So here we go. Pink Blush by Downer Rowley. Dayla Rowney. Oh, wow. Butchered that. Dayla Rowney. Green Gray by Liquitex. Naples Yellow by Master's Touch. Sedona by Dina Wakley. And Purple Matter by Balik. That's all of them right there. Okay. Leaving them standing up like that's just asking for them to fall over. Okay. This plate, my palette plate. Okay. Probably Pam. You know, while they're here, might as well cut them up and stick them in a book. I do have a book that I started with swatches that Rachel and I did at a mini retreat she hosted. So we kind of did this. This was one of my favorite color palettes. And so we kind of swatched our favorite color palettes out. This is hers, one of hers. And this is one from that book that I used in a previous live stream book that Rachel got for me. This is one of the color palettes. Definitely not something I usually do. All these light colors. And then this is one of the color palettes that Rachel tried out of the book. And looked really nice. So I'll probably, I might end up getting a sheet like this. It comes in a pack. And I'll probably get a sheet out and then just roll all the colors on the sheet just so I have them all lined up like that. And then just stick it in there. Yeah, those swatch books though, that swatch book, we just took like a paintbrush. I took a silicone brush. Well, actually, no, I used my brayer. I took the paint and I brayered it onto the paper. So it definitely looks different. The paint looks different depending on how you use it. Like if you were just to take the paint, for those who don't know, if you were to take the paint and just brush it onto a piece of paper, it's not going to look like this. So you have to keep that in mind with swatches, depending on how you apply the paint. Affects how it looks. So here we go. I kind of want the swatches out just so we can see what we're going for here. So yeah, now we can do a little color play here. So I'm going to start off with the Sedona. And one of the foam stamps. What's the other color I was missing? So we're going to show you what this script stamp looks like. You really can't tell top from bottom, but that's okay. It's a really cool stamp. And it might not look like it, but the text is even like really fine for a foam stamp at least. So that's that. Love my art foamies. Roll that back out. And then we're gonna let it dry and put some yellow on there. Maybe the Naples yellow. But until then, I'm going to remove some of the paint with this one. These paints actually don't take that long to dry. Prints of my African ladies. Oh, from one of the one that I used in the art journal page on the tag that I printed on deli paper. That's actually not a design I drew. That's a design I bought, and I did buy it to make art with, but I just haven't really done anything yet. I think that's what you're referring to, Pam, right? The black and white. The one that was in this one right here, this lady. Is that who you're referring to? Messy. But I am going to print her, though. There's like 5 different poses, I think, that came in the pack that I bought. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Sedona and Naples yellow. So that's that. So then, if I wanted to go a little further with that, the darker color I usually would put first if I'm layering on the plate. So then, in this case, if I just want to go over it with the stencil, I would use the purple matter. Oh, it went out of focus, sorry. So let's see here. We've got pull off of this one. Maple yellow behind this one. Some paint off here, a little too much paint. Yeah, I'll start turning this way. Is that better, Darlene? Ooh, I had some other stuff on the plate, but this just shows you what, actually, what blue was that? Oh, this blue, which I might need to pull out now. This blue on here, I love this. This blue is actually the Posca slate gray. This right here. And I bought this in multiple sizes because I absolutely love this color. So this is the chisel nib. Like a small bullet nib. But yeah, that's what that is. There's some other stuff on here too. I was playing around on that plate. So it's picking up a lot of the Posca markers that I was playing with on the plate. But that's nice. Okay. So now let's see another color mix. The yellow and the green gray. The pink and the green look good too. These three maybe. Can I take a photo of my prints? Yeah. You want me to take a photo and send it to you, Rachel? So we're going to try these three. We're going to do Purple Matter, Naples Yellow, and Blush Pink. So, let's do this one. One thing about these Blick paints though, the actual bottle, the plastic is really thick. So they're kind of hard to squeeze. For those of you who might have hand issues. Oh, I love this purple matter so much. I'm gonna push down on that. You see that? And I don't usually make background prints, but these would be nice, simple background prints for collaging, just because we're playing around with them. Yes, I bought my second set of Poscas from Blick. I usually, one of the Joann fabrics in my area has a fine art section, and so they have Blicks, and so Poscas, and so I would go there to get my Posca pins because you can use a coupon. Okay, and I would get them from there, but they of course don't have all of the paint pins and all of the sizes. So I feel like I would like this with the, okay, we'll just go with what we were going with. Because I got this whole palette over here with purple matter on it. I feel like I want to do something on this one with this since I got it out here. So maybe I'll take one of these. It might be too dry. Yeah, it dried already. So that's not going to print. But I can still pull. I'm over here pulling, using this art foamy to remove paint from this plate. That's the other nice thing about foam stamps. They remove paint really well. Just have to press down. A little tough love here. There we go. They work best when the paint is almost dry and it's like really tacky. That's the best time to remove paint with a art foaming. And it's not gonna really print on another page. The paint's just too dry, but it will remove it like this. So that's nice, right? We're gonna go with that. So that's got us those two right there. And what else did we say? We were going to use Naples yellow. Let's get a stencil. I love my stencils. But I love this one. And now this is a favorite. A crocodile skin on there. And this is a second set of stencils, so some of these, they are favorites of mine, so I cut them again. And I just haven't had a chance to use them. And for now, I think I'll go with those. So, we've got the dark. Now we need to use the medium color. And I already got something on this plate, so I'll use a palette. Ooh. What we got going on here? Just a little bit somewhere. Just a little bit of color over here in the corner or something, in the open space. Hey Susie, thanks for joining. Yeah, the Blick bottles, I wish they would, I'm pretty sure it'd be cheaper if the bottles weren't, if the plastic wasn't so thick that they use. But, oh well, I won't stop buying them. Because I just love them that much. I just keep informing you. I'm able to squeeze them, but I know the only time I was really at a disadvantage with the bottles being so thick is when I added one of the fine liner tops to the bottles. Like, you can take this off and screw on a fine liner top, and it fits perfectly on there. It's just the bottle is so hard to squeeze that it's hard to have control when you're using the fine liner. So there's that. So let that dry. Put the rest of it over here, just in a little space here. Just see what that ends up looking like. And should pink just be another accent, or should I pull with that? I think pulling with pink is going to be too much. So I think I'll just throw a little pink on there. Just throw a little bit of pink on there. These out of the way so I can roll this off. Remove some of this. You guys know how I like removing paint. You want what on a canvas, Flo? You want to be able to paint on the canvas? Yeah, now they make the boards. This is what Rachel's referring to by the cradle boards. You can just take a piece of, something you painted and then just glue it down onto here and hang it. Some people, put resin over it or varnish. But it's not necessary, I don't think. Okay, so unbleached titanium. That's what we're going to pull with. Make sure this is dry. It's not quite dry. Oh, Flo, well, I can accommodate you. If anything, I try to remember to take a scan or pictures of my prints so I can print something out for you, or, make an original. It's not a problem. I got you. Okay, that should be dry, and it is. All right. Unbleached titanium to make the pool with. paper. I actually want to pull this with a thicker paper. Piece of paper. Flo is always scheming. Okay. Not bad, not bad. I don't know if I moved the stamp on the plate or what, but that's not as good of a print for the stamp as I would like, but I definitely like how the Naples yellow stands out against the unbleached titanium, and I like it. I like the color mix. The stamp didn't hold up too well. I must have moved it. That's cool. So got that one. Let's go ahead and put unbleached titanium on here. Ooh, too much. Maybe not. Just a little bit. Okay. That might be nice, guys. That purple matter's just lovely. And then it's a nice, the blush pink's a nice connecting point between it and the Naples yellow. Ooh, guys. That's nice. We haven't even added metallic yet. Like it. So far we've got these, and I think I could add purple matter to this to kind of make it cohesive, but even still. Okay, what's the next color mix we're gonna go with? We haven't used green yet. Yellow, green, and Sedona, maybe? Yellow, green, and Sedona. Okay, so Sedona is the darkest. So we'll start with that first. We'll just put it in a few areas, I think. Maybe just right along the side here, maybe. And then a little swatch right there. Went a little too far, farther than I wanted to. Trying to pick up some of it. Alright. Need some of this up right here. Probably, I believe that's the reason why it's easier for me to remove paint. I think because you know you have that give, and maybe that helps to pick it up. It's been so long since I've worked with a hard brayer that it could possibly work with a hard brayer. I'm not too sure. So pulled out 3 stencils. That's not quite like me, but I want to use the green. So what do we have here? These are all the flower ones. Well, let's try this script. Again, we'll put a little green right on here. A little green. Push down. Get a good amount of paint, lift it off, and then we'll put it right here. Try not to move it this time. There's just a little green. It's hard to see. So there's a little, let me pull it up to the camera. There's just a little bit of text on there, a little script right in there. Can you see it? Okay. So that actually might not be enough green to show in the background. So we'll keep the yellow away from it because I feel like it's really going to disappear with the yellow behind it. So I'll put the yellow up here. Just a little bit. Get some yellow over here. Okay, just a little more. Because I do kind of want it to overlap a little bit with the green, just so it does kind of disappear, so you don't see a harsh line of change, I guess. It's changing from the yellow to the green, to whatever. Removing from this one. Over here, doing a little removal. just so everything just doesn't look too perfect. Organic, as they say. We want it to look organic. Well, I want it to look organic. All right. On my journal page, and I got like, I'm feeling kind of fancy, guys. I got like 3 journals going now when I barely was even doing one. I actually am finishing the journal, quote unquote journal, that I'm putting my gel prints in. That I only have like 10 pages left that I got to fill front and back. And then I started my beer book that Ronnie gave me and started the Dina Wakley journal, the first one. I don't know what it's called because I know the other one's called the blue journal, but whatever the first one is. But yeah, I got 3 journals going, guys. I'm fancy. Well, technically, I think I might have 4, but I'm not quite sure about that. Won't give myself too much credit. Okay, unbleached. That's not dry. This is, though. This is dry. We'll pull this one. Oh, way too much. Way too much. I don't know why that came out. So much of that came out. Okay. Pick up a little more off of here. People always ask, gel printers what their favorite plate size is, and my absolute favorite size is the 5x7, which is this one. For me, it's just easier to have fun with because I can just flip it over like this, kind of line things up. I like working in smaller journals, so the journals that I work in are mostly, I think they're 6x8. So I could just flip this over into a 6x8 journal easily. My 8x10 is on a mount as well, which isn't too hard to flip over. But this is just, you see how I'm just moving everything around. I don't have a lot of table space. So it's just a lot easier for me because of my lack of space to have fun with the 5x7. So a lot of my stencils are geared towards 5x7. I buy the 6x6. The Crafter's Workshop stencils and the stencils that I make and the stencils that I buy and cut are around 6x8, but they're tailored towards the 5x7 plate. Ooh, something happened in the middle there. Something got sticky. I have gel medium here, like I did the last time, but I'm not gonna bother with it. I like how that looks. I mean, as far as the colors are concerned. I like the green. It darkens having the unbleached titanium behind it. Because you'll see here, it's not as light as it's printed by itself. So the unbleached titanium darkens it a bit, which I like. And the pink. Didn't I put pink on here? What was I doing? I was doing yellow. Yellow. Okay, there's a yellow. Yellow, Sedona, green, and then unbleached titanium. So the unbleached titanium really darkened a lot of that. So what we can do is, for this one, I can pull it with white, and we can see how well the colors pop. Liquitex Basic in white. I didn't bring over my matte whites from Blick. I think I might just have to order another bottle of the matte white and matte black. I kind of want to have them in both places. Okay. Woo. Dragging my finger. Through this. So once again, this was green, yellow, and Sedona picked up with white. So the green should stand out easier. It's probably good that I did choose white because the unbleached titanium might have swallowed the green up as well. Alrighty, let's put a little pressure on it with the brayer right quick. Okay, that's a little different. I don't like this one. I rarely like to pull with white in the background, so I'm definitely not liking this area over here. And it's pulling up a lot of stuff from the Poscas. That's what all this junk is over here. And behind here, that's the Poscas that are still pulling up. And then there's a little purple matter in the middle here. Not a fan, but I like this one. So, yeah, maybe a little too much yellow. Too much yellow. Okay. Might break that up with something. I don't know, we could try breaking it up with something. Bring in the purple matter to break it up. Just a little bit. Where is the purple matter? There it is. Just add a little border to it maybe of purple matter. Made a bit of a mess on the edge here. Just darken it up a little bit. I like dark, moody prints anyway. This might be a mistake, but since I don't like it anyway, it's okay. All right. Didn't put that in the right area. Oh well, whatever. Oh well, where's the other? What did I just do with the purple matter? Oh, it fell on the floor. Let's pull some of this up. On the opposite direction here. Should have looked at that before I put the paint down. But I did the wrong corners. All right. Flip it over here. A little pressure on there. Now, at first I didn't think using the brayer on the back of it really made a difference till I did one of those Brigitte Coopson challenges, and you had to do it with no brayer. And while I was picking the prints up, they didn't look anything the same. So I think this, the brayer, or when you use a, what's it called? The thing, the round one that they use a lot for lino prints. Gosh, the word just left me. So use that. It helps to kind of like flatten the paint, I think. That's a little better. I like that a little better. I just don't like that white in the background. I'm so used to having unbleached titanium or something warmer in the background. So with that being done, yeah. It's not too bad now. Not too bad. But next one, is there anyone we haven't used yet? We've got the green. The green's not really, and this one that I like, the green stands out a little bit more. But we haven't mixed the green with pink. Yeah, the green hasn't been the focus yet. So let's do that. Green. Maybe green and Sedona. Those are two. That's the dark and a middle one. So that might get a little moody if we're not careful. And then we still have the purple matter on here. Let me see if I can get some of it up. No, I won't worry about that. We'll just pull this because it's still using our colors, so it still has, it'll still work with everything. It'll just be a little darker than most of the prints, which is okay by me. Oh, actually, let me try this. Get this big mama out. Put a lot of pressure on there because it's got 2 layers of paint to pull up. Baron, yes, Pat. Pam. I'm sorry. Am I calling you Pat? Pam. Pam, yes, that is correct. A Baron. Please excuse me, Pam. My mind's everywhere, and if I had been calling you Pat all along, please excuse me. Charge it to my head and not my hearts, please. So that picked up some of that. Let's do green, a little green on this, just because I gotta pull it up. I know that wasn't the plan at first. Actually, oh no, that's not gonna work. Okay, yeah. This is the stencil. I'm too lazy to pull out another plate. Well, I have my 3x5 over there. I guess I could have pulled that out. I haven't put it away yet. don't know how this is gonna look. I think I needed probably to use stencil with a bigger, with more going on with it, but we'll see. Kind of meant to pull this up a little bit. Can't remember what's on here. So this is unbleached titanium, purple matter. Looks like there's some green still on the plate. So I'll try to pull just a little bit of it up, just to open it up a little bit. I should have done this after I took the art foamy off while the paint was still wet, but I wasn't thinking. Using a little wet paint from the palette just to wet the paint on the plate so that I can pull this off. And because it goes along with the color scheme we got going on, if some of it's still left behind, it'll be okay. Alrighty. Here we go. Okay. Unbleached titanium for this one. This I feel like something's not gonna be right with this one. Where are we going with Sedona? Let me throw some Sedona down. I don't know about this one. Okay, let that dry. I don't know what's going to go on with this one. Okay, well, thank you. I'm sorry I was calling you by the wrong name. I'm honestly doing good. Pretty good with names. And it also helps that you guys are always stopping in. It makes me so happy. Unbleached titanium, right? Picking this up. Okay, picking it up. Okay. Thanks for the likes, guys. No problem, Susie. I am always happy to share. Can't tell what's still on this plate and what's not. So even though I'm flipping it over, it's still going to be a surprise. This plate has turned green. Guess this might be my first plate I've ever had, so it's gotten a little discolored. I have a lot of 5x7 plates. 2 that I use mainly for myself, well 3. 3 that I have for myself, and then I bought a lot of them for teaching classes, and now I can't teach classes because we're all social distancing. Ooh, can't the stamp is really light in here, but the green that was originally on the plate kind of looks nice there. Something to work with. I don't think it stands alone by itself. I think it can stand by itself, but it's definitely got some potential. I kind of need something lighter than unbleached titanium because this green is going to disappear, but I don't want white. I didn't swatch these other colors out, so I'm not sure how dark. Let's try the buff. That's lighter. Ooh. Don't mind that. A little buff in the background here. Go nice and smooth. Love Dina Wakley's paints. I'm just not feeling this. I'm pulling it, but I already know I'm not gonna really like how that green's gonna look, but whatever. I mean, if you're just using, if you're just printing like background prints, I don't think it's a big deal to pull it because if it's just a background that you're going to collage with, you're going to rip it up anyway. So then you kind of get that organic feel to it when you start collaging with it. But a lot of my prints, I just try to print as is. I take them and I just slap them in a book. And yeah, I don't really do much to it after I pull it. So I kind of have to add that organic feel while I'm printing. No, not a fan. Not a fan. The green, it's probably the fact that I used it in a stencil, and I think the green would have been better if it had been kind of rolled on. But yeah, probably end up cutting that up. Okay, I think, was that all? Those were a lot of combinations there. Let's see, am I missing any? I guess the green wasn't too successful, so maybe we should try another one. Green and green and yeah, I really didn't do green very much. Even though I love this green gray, green is not one of my favorite colors. Green. Let's just swap some green on here. Still got, don't want you on here. You're coming off. Okay. So, big old swatch of green. I like the green and the purple matter together. The green and the purple matter together, and so the green was on top. Kind of looks blue. Why does it look blue? Must be the gray coming out of it. So we'll put the green on top. We'll put the purple matter behind it. Purple matter behind it. And yeah, green. That's what we'll do. Put the green on here, pull it with the art foamy, with the, not the art foamy, the Jaggles foam stamp, Cat Curves stamp. And I won't put a big bit of it on there, just a little bit in one little area. Do it off to the side like this, because the edges of her foam stamp are distressed, so that should look nice. Gonna have to let that dry. I just feel like slapping anything on these. Green on top of this is not gonna look nice. I just have a feeling about that. Tops. Oh, the repositionables by Elmer's? Yeah, I've never used Elmer's before, but I mean, as long as it's low tack, you shouldn't have any problems using it to put it on a carrier sheet and take it through the printer. And then too, if you're just using like deli paper holds up to the tackiness of the glue better than tissue paper. So even with the the repositionable glue that I was using, even though that's super light tack, the tissue paper, I still had to take my time with it. So that's the only thing. If you're trying to use tissue paper, it's going to have to be extremely low tack repositionable glue. With the purple, this one, I haven't used any metallics. What is wrong with me? Okay, let's try this. Let's do Sahara Gold. I pulled this stencil out, but it doesn't kind of really go with what I'm feeling right now. That stencil just isn't hitting it for me. And I intentionally left a lot of my other stencils at my mom's house, just so I can force myself to become more familiar with the stencils I have. What would go good with that? I don't know. Don't have a lot, and I'm just not familiar with these stencils, so I'm kind of like apprehensive about, as if I can't print these over again, right? Let's see. Let's go with, we already have circles. Kind of want squares, but not really. Like rectangles, but not really. I don't know. Here we go. I'm just gonna do this faux bubble wrap stencil, and removing the paint off of this one so that I can open some space, and I'm gonna roll this Sahara Gold out on here. It'll stand out. have no idea how this is going to look.
Oh my gosh.
Because even though it's really transparent on the plate, once I put whatever color I'm pulling with it, it will darken. Okay, I don't know. I think I might actually like that from what I'm seeing. From what I'm seeing, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Go in here while that Sahara has kind of stuck to the green. Open it up. And what did we say? The green, the Sahara gold. We're going to put down some purple matter. Purple matter in there. Just a little bit. Just to add a little oomph to it. Just a little oomph. Just a little oomph. Okay. Spread this out. Let it get a little tacky, and then I'll pick some of it up, and then we'll pull with unbleached titanium. Ooh, 9 likes. Thanks, guys. How long has it been? 2 hours. Wow, thanks for sticking with me for 2 whole hours, some of you guys. Thanks for popping in. While we're all social distancing, I might as well get on here every Saturday. For all of this, that was hard because I was doing my meetups. I would try to get on here at 12, get off by 2, so I can go to my meetup at, 11 to 1? So my meetup was at 2. And then I would sit there for 2-3 hours. Even though I have fun, in both cases, I would be drained by the end of the day. Okay. Opening this up some more. Yeah. Sorry, I was eating a piece of bacon. Is this dry? I put that on kind of thick. That might not be dry. Pull the parts up that aren't dry. Because I don't want to wait. It has to be dry because if I roll the unbleached titanium on there, get a whole smeared paint look, and I really dislike that. There's nothing in printing that I dislike is when my paint smears on the plate. And that easily happens with matte paints, which I think this is a matte. Yep, the purple matter is a matte paint. So they smear, see, that wasn't fully dry because they're blending, but hopefully that'll be okay. But not only do they smear themselves, but then they smear the paint underneath them. It'll just be a big mess. More green on there than I remembered being. I thought I pulled a lot of that off. But it can be a good background. Oh, thanks, Rachel. You're so diligent. You do your Saturday chores every Saturday. I aspire to that. I hate doing chores to the point where I try to avoid them. So here I am, live streaming, avoiding them. Let's see what we got here. Interesting. Why is that? Oh, sorry. I was trying to figure out why is that white. I guess it left some paint behind on the plate. I'm trying to figure out where that white came from. It's like I don't remember spraying out any white. So, that's pretty dark. I'm trying to think, how would I lighten that up? That just might be one of those that you just collage with when you need a little bit of edginess in your piece. That's pretty edgy. Okay. Because you got, well, yeah, you have everyone home. So that's, what, 6 people? I can't even imagine. It's just 2 of us here. And I'm ready to scream. Because I know you've seen on Facebook posting things about Jackson and his gaming and he's generally not much of a talker, but when it comes to gaming, he talks non-stop. Yes, this is very moody. I love moody prints. But it's kind of like, I don't think this could stand alone by itself. And at this time in my head, I can't really figure out what I would add to it. If anything, I feel like I would go even darker. Or maybe I can add, because there's just a little bit of the Sahara Gold is peeking out, and I'm really liking how that looks. So maybe I can print a layer of Sahara Gold on top. I want to go towards Payne's Gray. And I'm like, is that taking it too dark again? I don't know. I might put the Sahara Gold on top with the layer and see how it turns out. Because it didn't really show through as much as I had hoped it would. So that might be what we're missing, Sahara Gold. Alrighty then. Interesting. Yeah, all these prints are getting a little dark. I might have to bring it back a bit. Bring it back. Getting moody on you guys. These are 2 I don't like. Those are samples. Yeah, start off nice and bright. And then that changed very quickly. I think my love for the purple matter is showing through, so I'm going to take it back bright and then, I don't know, get off, move on. I don't know. I don't get to play during the week, so I'm kind of like here to just be on. But I won't hold you guys hostage. Yeah, the bruh post, like, don't call me bro. Is there anything you guys are interested in seeing? Maybe we do a really quick minimalist journal page. I don't know. What are we? Oh, this is weird. Ooh, this is weird. Now, I don't like the green on top of the purple matter, even though we clearly saw that in the other print. It just doesn't look right here. That must have been another color, or the green mixed with something else, because that looks more blue. So there's something in here in this mix that I have that's either turning this green gray, that could be like a neutralized, or gray. The red, the purple or the Sedona might be turning the green gray, and that's what I was liking. Because this, and no ma'am, I am not feeling this at all. This is fine. The Sahara Gold and the purple matter and the unbleached titanium. Totally love that. But the green on top of the purple, that's a no-go. Even though we have it here. It's so strange. But I think it's the white in the background. The purple matter, the green and the white. And this unbleached titanium is just too much. That's where we're getting that mix here. Unbleached titanium, the green and the purple is a no-go. No-go. So that green and Sedona made a neutralized. Let's see. Just add a little bit. Because they're complementaries. So that the red definitely would neutralize. Turn the green, it will turn into gray. Just say that. What am I saying? It turns into gray because they're complementaries. Oh, 4. What time is it? I signed up for that. At least I think I did. I know I said I was interested. I think I said I was going. What time? I don't have any sense of time right now. Oh, it's 2:30. Okay. That's not the gray I was seeing. So maybe it was the purple that did it? Purple that neutralized. That's a gray, but it's a really, really warm gray. Kind of a taupe type of color. I gotta pull it because I put too much paint on the plate. I'm not gonna waste it though. Pam, on Facebook, Sally Lynn McDonald, she manages Gel Press. She is having a paint, I don't know if it's technically paint mixing, but just color, like a color type class. She's a golden certified artist. So she'll be working with golden, I think, solid golden paints. And she may have shared it on the Gel Press page, but she also has a Facebook page for her business, Palatini something. I don't know, Rachel. Are you able to put links in the chat? You can put the link to it in the chat if it lets you. And then when I pull it, it just looks like sand, like wet sand. Interesting. I'll hold on to it. So what was I getting ready to try to do? I really haven't used the pink. That's the last mix. The pink and did I use the pink? Oh, the pink was in there a little bit. The pink and the yellow. Okay, so I guess I did use the pink. I think these are like my favorites right here. These two. This one, I like this too. I like this too. Like I want to add blue to this now. I want to pull out Payne's Gray, but I know this it won't look the same because this is not Payne's Gray. So let's what do I do with that? This one's that's actually gray. This one, where's my other pen? Pink. I feel like I want to use the pink. It's more of a focus. So maybe the pink and the yellow and Sedona. Let's do that. Let me stay focused on what we actually agreed upon. So the pink, the yellow, and the Sahara Gold. Pink, yellow, Sahara Gold. Keep it light. Okay. Pink, yellow, Sahara Gold. Sahara Gold's the dark one, so that kind of has to be in the forefront. Well, it doesn't have to be, but I'm not quite sure. The pink and the yellow are going to have to be separate. They're two light colors, and when they overlap, they're going to cancel each other out. So okay, Pam, great. Let's see. So many more stencils I've been meaning to cut and just haven't gotten around to it. Haven't gotten around to making this one bigger. That's definitely one I want to make bigger. I really love this one. So we'll do this in yellow maybe? Yellow and the Sahara Gold. How about that? Because those two go together. The yellow and the brown. The Sahara Gold actually works nicely with a lot of colors. And then I'll add some Sahara Gold in there. Just mix it up just a little bit. All right, Rachel, thanks for stopping by. Hope you get a chance to get in your studio today. Gonna end up removing some of this. Just gotta give it just a second to get a little tackier so that it makes it easier to remove. And then also, if you wait a little while to remove it, paint dries from the outside in. So the outside of the X's will start to dry first. So if you wait just a few minutes, just a minute, for it to start to dry, when you start removing the paint, you'll leave that outline, and it'll just remove the middle part of the design. I don't know if you guys can see that with the brown background. So I'm just gonna pick a little bit of this up. I think I let it dry just enough. Oh, there you can see it, just a little bit right there. So this side was a little drier, more dry, so you can see it started to, if I run it over really lightly, it'll remove the inside and leave a little bit of the outline there. Hey, Darcy. You just knew I was still going to be on here, huh? Running my mouth. What's going on? Turn the page. A little blob of ink on this pad I'm rolling on. So I mixed the yellow. Just pulling some of it up. Okay, so I have the yellow. Gonna make some pink. And what else? Was it just the pink? Just these 3 paints? Just a little bit of yellow. Just a little bit of just pure yellow on here. And ask y'all that. Ask y'all that. Okay. So then some pink. Ew. Bottle booger. I'm gonna let go. Bottle booger. Okay. Just a little pink. Roll that on there a little bit. Kind of got some sort of an ombre effect going on there, just a little. And I have to let that dry. So we'll pull this over here. What's on here again? The Sahara gold and the yellow. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, and Sahara gold and the yellow. This might look a little weird with the Sahara gold, so I think I'm just going to keep this. I think I'm going to keep it kind of simple. Let's see what this looks like. Danger. Okay. This is might look weird. But you don't know until you try. Uh-oh. Stencil moved. Okay, this should be, nope. Should be, but it's not. Dry. Okay. Drying this a little bit. Who else is up to anything? Flo's watching, what was it? Not Hallmark, but what's the station? The channel. Flo's watching sappy rom-coms. Rachel was cleaning. What's everybody else doing? Judy, I didn't see you pop in. Thanks for coming in, Judy. We've just been testing out a color palette. Impromptu color palette. Sorry, I'm eating ice. Okay. Oh, so we've got, this is really light. I don't usually go this light. We've got the brown, the Sahara gold in there mixed with the yellow. This is really light. Feels kind of weird if I just pull it as is, but the bleached titanium will darken it, but we'll see. Unbleached titanium, that is. Oh my gosh, Vampire Diaries. I tried watching that. But after like maybe the second or third season, I'm like, she's got to make up her mind. I can't do this going back and forth. Oh, Pam, yeah, I'm sure I've watched your haul videos. You got a lot of stuff to work with. Just making cards just to keep in case you need them, or you plan on sending them out soon? I don't know if you were in here earlier when I was mentioning that, how a lot of people are making cards just to kind of keep in touch with everyone while we have to stay at a distance. Oh, I already had a piece of paper down there. Bad about creating cards. I have all this card making stuff, and I always wait till the last minute to make a card. Okay, some of the stuff you got in your hauls, your weekly, the hauls you got this week. I always wait till last minute to make cards, and then it takes me like 5 hours to make one little simple card. Oh no. Yeah, sympathy cards. I haven't made one of those yet. I just don't know how I feel about that. That just is too hard for me. I don't know what's going on right here. Oh, this looks so strange. Probably because it has no dark color on top. So, we'll have to add a dark color on top of that. I have to add a dark color on top. So many of my stencils I don't have in big format yet. Let's just put some circle. No, I don't know how I feel about that. Let's do this one. I think I might have, like, I'm just wondering, do I even have sympathy sentiments? Yeah, it's always nice to use a nice little flower stamp or something with that. Yeah, that's hard. Let's see what to do. I will. Both of my palettes are, here we go. I'll just pull out the, it's literally like right in arm's reach. I don't know why I'm struggling, trying to figure out where to put this paint. There we go. All right. Boop, boop, boop. And just gonna add a little bit here and there. All right. Don't know where I'm going because I'm bad about registering my paper. So it's a little better. Just a little bit. And this is how you get swept up in gel printing, because now I have more paint on the plate. Now I'm going to have to pull this off. And it's a never-ending cycle. That's a little better. That could be a nice background. That's the other thing. Like, I'm really into, like, abstract type background, so it can be just moody in the back and just do some get a book and kind of like search for some words and stick them on there. What was the one that I had in here? This one, like, this was abstract. This is all like rolled out paint. Some stenciling in the background. I got I think this is one of the really extra small Posca pens. Did some Asemic writing on there. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll get some foil out. My paint pen. Not paint pen, glue pen. And put some foil on there. Do some writing. Find some words in a book. Bam! So we'll leave that one alone. This one, on the other hand, I have no idea what this is going to look like as well. Okay. Ouch. Move out the way. It's in the way. See what this looks like, because the purple matter is behind the lighter color, which is not something I normally do, but I found that does work sometimes. I think we even had one of these where the dark color was behind the lighter color. Well, technically with the green and the purple matter, the green is the lighter color. It's really hard to anticipate how that's going to look, because even though the green's not very transparent, is enough, especially when it's rolled thinly, that the color behind it can darken it. Okay. I think this and this one will be the last pull. I'll do this with pink and unbleached titanium. Or should I do yellow? I probably did a lot of yellow, didn't I? Just trying to mix it up here. Not yellow on the Sedona. Yellow in the Sedona. I don't know how Sedona will do with the purple matter, but worth a try. Okay. Yeah, having the purple behind it made a weird color combination there. Yeah, got really weird over here. Because there was a Sahara Gold on there. Yellow and purple matter. Putting dark behind light really takes some getting used to. Definitely have to know the colors you're working with. Experiment with those. Gonna do a little pink and unbleached titanium and a little Sahara Gold. Oh, that's not a little. Oh well. Okay. Running out the unbleached titanium. Mixing in a little gold. And we've got some pink. I have no idea what this is going to look like. Got this craziness right here. This is going to be weird. A weird color, but it's okay. Kind of when you mix Neapolitan ice cream together. That's exactly what it reminds me of. When the strawberry, vanilla, and the chocolate get mixed together. You get this. Let me get this up real quick. Piece of paper on that before it dries. Okay. How I'm gonna fix this. I have to just throw some Payne's Gray on there. See what it looks like. Is this the brown? But the kind of brown it is, it has a shimmer to it. It's like a really, actually a gorgeous light metallic brown. But that's not too bad. That's not bad at all. Gotta hold on to that. I will use that later. Not too bad. Add some other stuff stuck to it. Be a nice background for something, I do declare. So that was purple matter. This is a brown. This brown would look good with what? Because this is pretty much the same thing. Whatever color I put on top of here is going to come out looking just like this red. It's going to be pretty up front. Maybe the green. Just to have some green and lightness going on there. Or the yellow. Green or yellow. I'm done with this one. One last plate. One last yellow or green. Or I could pull it with copper. It's be a nice dark neutral pull. Let's go ahead and I don't think I want yellow. Let's try this. We'll mix this with unbleached titanium. Alright, let's try it. Let's give it a go. Got a bottle booger coming out. So is the weather nice there where you are, Judy? It's raining here. Oh, too much. Interesting. I'm interested to see how this looks. I think it's going to be really subtle. A really subtle print. Where's my paper? It has something on it. Here we go. Ooh, I'm going to have to watch the replay on this color combination because I think this is going to be a nice, subtle print. I want to kind of get into collaging my prints, making little modular sets, and even putting resin over it or varnish and sealing it. So I got to learn how to just make background type things and then using those to create the bigger picture, literally and figuratively. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm not into... It's not that I don't have a green thumb. It's just, like, I love having house plants. It's the bugs. I hate the bugs. I actually need to go get a house plant. I don't have one in my apartment. I need to find a nice plant that I was looking, I think it was a post on Facebook that was saying, you know, what plants are good for cleaning the air in your house and something that can clean air. I get some good direct sunlight in my apartment, so that wouldn't be a problem. But I don't know, something big. I actually was thinking about getting an aloe plant. Do those get big? I think they do. Oh, well, that wasn't as... Something happened there. Maybe I put a little too much paint on there. But still, I like how that turned out right there. Even if it's just a little, whoop, take that little swatch. Maybe I put some Payne's Gray over there. Stencil in some Payne's Gray. But it's a good base for something. So, we got some interesting prints here. Started off nice and light. I really like that. That's a fave. Let's see, what's another fave? I'm picking out my faves here. I really like this. Kind of like that, even though it's not finished, I don't think. I like this one, and this one. Get rid of these. These are my faves. Do you guys agree? These might pop up. I might just stick. I honestly might just stick these in my journal, my gel printing journal. Oh, because it's getting nice and full. I'm ready to move on to a new one. Yeah, I just have a few pages left in here. And I think I might stick them in here. Love this one. Because I just like flipping through my gel prints, seeing what I've done, how techniques have turned out. Not all of these in here are faves of mine. Like this one, that's a hot mess. But, yeah, sometimes I don't always have something to do with my prints. I just want to hold on to them. So these three might end up finding their way into that book. And maybe I'll experiment with collaging or background prints with these. I really like this one. Bye, Pam. Thanks for stopping by. A palm or a snake plant. Okay, I'll have to write that down. That's not working. Palm, snake plant. Okay. Well, that was interesting. And we're just on 3 hours. I think that might be good enough. Because I'll be going to Sally Lynn's class at 4. I don't know, I had that, guys saw that picture that I had of the, what was it? It was on burlap. What did I do with it? That print. What did that I cut out? Oh no, it's disappeared. Where did it go? What did I do with it? This was one thing that I was working on. I was thinking about doing a page with her, but definitely need to find that other print. But we won't start on a journal page. We'll do that another Saturday. But I think we're done, guys. Yep, should be fun. Everybody head on over to Sally Lynn's class. But yeah, thanks for joining me, guys. And I don't know, I'll probably record this journal page and then post it. But that's it. Thanks for picking out these colors. Just by themselves, I like these colors. I don't know. I'll have to figure something out because some of these combinations didn't really work for me the way I did them. I have to keep playing with them. But I like them. And I'm so happy you guys sat around with me. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. And into next week. Talk to you guys later. Okay, I'm going to have to look into a snake plant. As long as they're easy to take care of. Ugh. I had my peace lilies, and those were super easy to take care of. But yep. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining me. See you later.